It'll also start digging into our machine parts, so we do need to get that sorted fairly quickly, but I'll be fine for now. Especially when we upgrade them with polymers. Are you ready to go? You are. So please be with the going. Oh, launch issues. Remaining resources on board. Aboard the launch sequence. I haven't brought the seeds off. They can't go into the universal storages. I don't know why. It's actually really frustrating that they can't. But they can't, so we just need to live with that one. Go ahead and offload those for me. And that polymer upgrade. There we are. Now, we are no longer storing water, but are we pulling as much as we could? No, we're nowhere near pulling as much as we could, so that's fine. I'm going to put down some extra storage, though. Each dome will get enough storage to improve it, to sustain it by itself. Generally, that's my way of working these things. Yeah. There we go. All set up and running. Put planning on the uni storage in the coding. They'd have to redo the storage and graphic to increase seeds down. Yeah, I was assuming it was probably something along those lines. Because there just isn't enough space. It's got exactly enough space for all of the things. They need to increase it, but by increasing it, they kind of need to increase it by 2 to make use of the full tile. That being said, they could just make it just a little bit wider and just accept the inefficiencies. I don't know. Let's produce ample power for forever. Right, you can go now. Head back with all the cash. Got 3 souls. You might have enough time to get there and back. Maybe. A bit of a ask, I guess, but we'll see. How well is this Moxie doing? You know what? At this point, getting you upgraded is worth it. I do, Casa. Also, hello, sweetheart. Thank you for dropping by. How are you feeling? New trade route. India is... oh, it's you, my friend. I'm glad to see you on screen. How is everything? Ah, it's going well, actually. You want what? Initiate trade. We will send 50... in exchange... What? No. Right, I believe I'm assuming that that's the way around. They want 50 electronic circuits for 134 metal. No thanks. Diolch yn fawr, but no. See, Big Al, I don't feel that food is the enemy, but I'm not a super big fan of eating all the time, which is what a lot of people do, which I feel is unnecessary. But I'm also an enormous fan of people can live their lives however the hell they want to, as long as it's not hurting someone. There we go. Let's chunk into all of this. Level it all out. Make it nice and lovely. That'll do for now, I think. Yoink. That'll get us 37 waste rock, because we're having to fill things in. We are starting to stockpile our concrete once again, which is unfortunate. We're almost done with this one, though. Do we need any more research? No. I could start buying the electronics I need to increase my research. I'm tempted to. Quite tempted. Is there anything else we need over here? Other than more colonists? More colonists is pretty much what we need, I'll be honest.
Anomaly found.
Anomalies.
The rover went dark for 5 hours. When it rebooted, it confirmed it had come into contact with an unusually high voltage electrical charge.
The red alert was sounded immediately after we lost contact with the RC Explorer vehicle. 5 long hours of fear and desperation ended with the reinstating of data feeds. A wave of relief passed through the crowd of scientists gathered at the control center. The telescopic drill used to probe the crust of the anomaly site disturbed a layer of magnetic-rich rocks. Magnetite, the source of the electric charge. The rover is still functional, but it would take time before its locomotion systems are fully restored. The operators turned the defeat into a victory, devoting the unexpected time window to studying the magnetic properties of the Martian crust. The RC rover has malfunctioned. It has to be repaired. 50% cost reduction for the following technologies. Low G drive, already got it. Autonomous sensors, already got it. And gain 200 million funding. I mean, you know, that part we didn't already have, at least. Right. I'm gonna need you up here, please. Actually, where are you?
Research
no,
complete.
Not you. The other one then. Come on. Let's get you up there. Doink. General training. Hooray! That's what we need. Martian Institute of Science. Would be quite nice, but we're gonna avoid that one right now. We're gonna get the improved social support for our colonists. It is a rough place, this Mars. People have to know that we're all on each other's side. It's not going to take us long to dig all of that out, but we're going to be flattening this down so it'll be a nice little area for us eventually. I'm also going to... Well, no, we need more colonists first before we do anything else. Is our rocket back there? Almost.
Funding received.
There we go. Right, I want a passenger rocket this time. Okay, let's have a look here. Atomic Ant, thank you very much for the resub there. 13 months in total, thank you. That's very, very kind of you, mate. Very kind. Oh, I'm glad that you're feeling better after your nap, Cancer. Right. Well, let's have a look. Who have we got? A geologist. We don't really need that right now. It's engineers we really need. So let's put a filter in for specialization. Engineers. I'll also take scientists at this point. And botanists, of course. Okay. Scientists, good. Very nice. Ooh, you know what? Let me go into the quirks. Now, tourists. Doesn't work, grants 10 million funding on arrival, leaves at first opportunity after 5 sols. More tourists appear when tourists successfully return to Earth, and they like to gamble. So I could build a casino. I could absolutely build a casino at this point. And we've got enough people who want it. I will accept vegans. I'm not going to say no to that, but I would really like gurus. Like, super would like gurus. In terms of flaws, though, alcoholics are okay. Chronic conditions, absolutely not. Cowards, absolutely not. Gamblers, they're alright. Hypochondriac, they're okay. We'll have medical buildings. Idiots don't want them because they will cause problems. Lazy also don't want, because that's really bad, actually. Melancholic is fine. Whiners, loses sanity when on low comfort. That wouldn't necessarily be awful, so I'm going to allow that. Right, botanist there. You're a whiner. We'll just keep you at decent levels of comfort. Geologist. Let's see if we can get rid of you. Scientist. Cool. Geologist. No. Engineer. No. 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 Okay, so we're half as many people. Melancholic. Increases the performance penalty when at low morale. That seems reasonable, but let's have a look at things like medics. Alcoholic. Not entirely going for that. We'll see if we can get someone better first. Party animal, alcoholic, no. Let's see. Engineer, vegan, gambler, glutton. I'll accept you. Glutton, it's not great, but we're producing. We're producing food, so it's not too awful either. Has decreased comfort when living near a ranch and won't work in such buildings. Has increased comfort when away from ranches. Oh, I'll take you. You've got a load of people with no specialization, though. I mean, I can train them in time, but... we can also get rid of alcoholic eventually. I'll take you, but I'm kind of working against my better judgment with that. I'm sure we'll grab a couple of scientists as well. Right, launch. They do have small factories. We absolutely do have small factories, yes. Now, we've got a reasonable amount of components, so let's go ahead and build a gambling area. Now, this is going to cause some people to get upset because they're going to lose money. And then that's going to ruin their day. But frankly, it's their own bloody fault for gambling. I refuse to feel bad for your stupidity. Refuse. Furthermore, I am going to want a tunnel. It's still a little bit too expensive. Need to get some other things going first. We've got 1.5 billion in the monies there. We could probably go ahead and summon a large supply pod with more. Sure. Let's actually, we don't need seeds. Let's go for some polymers, because we are starting to get a little bit low on those. And launch. I really, really want polymers, guys. Please. Please give me polymers. Super duper want. Alright, we need to name this dome. We're going to name this dome Casanora Dome. And then we're going to unpin it. Bonk. Casta's got an open-air gym and a casino. Well done, Casta. Also some nicer than usual places. We'll give you some nicer items as well, such as a diner. There we go.
Scanned.
And we'll get a small space bar. There we are. Lovely. Where's the pleasure dome? How dare. So rude. Dust storm. Oh, damn it, I just sent... I should have paid better attention to that. Oh, no. They're going to be stuck up there for a sol. I think they can... As long as they don't stay there for 10 sols, they'll be alright. Building clogged. I don't like dust. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. One of our buildings has stopped working. A concrete extractor. It looks like the fine dust from the storm has filled away a key component of the power supply. Filled away... Don't you mean flayed, maybe? Ground away? Worn away? You know, are these like the dust storms of Arrakis that can flay the flesh from a man's bones and then grind those bones to dust? Or have you just misspelled something? Because if these are the dust storms of Arrakis, I'm impressed. Though, given that, then that wouldn't necessarily be a dust storm. That, to me, would suddenly be worm sign. There is a great maker about to pop out of there and eat this dome. The fools. They haven't been walking without rhythm. Those fools. I told them to walk without rhythm, but no. Have drones replace the entire component. Concrete extractor will require 3 emergency maintenance. We'll fix it after the storm. That's fine. Yeah, I did another L on accident. I'm sure they did, but I like making fun of it anyway. Not so much because I'm making fun, but I like making references to Dune. If I ever have a chance to reference Dune, you know I'm going to take it. It is a given. I need you to be doing some more learning for me. And you can head back down where it is reasonably safe. Right, let's get this dropped off. You're welcome, Cancer. I'm glad that you are happy with the dog. Yeah, they're just going to be in orbit for a little bit. It's kind of annoying because I've set all of this up, but now I can't use it yet. Fantastic. I also like Panem because of how confident she is. Like, these songs are amazing. So am I. It's like, yep, there you are, actually. Well done, Panem. Never let us down. Right, okay, once we've got this up and running, we can actually start training people. So it is worth us going for. But before that, we're going to build a greenhouse gas factory. Now, they are expensive to build, and they do burn fuel. So we probably want to make sure that we're making fuel before we get to that. We may need to look into that one. Yeah. Not sure yet, but yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait on it. We'll wait on that one first. How are we doing over here? Have we got many children? No, just one child. That's fine. We don't have a school yet, though. Why have we really not built a school? Can we get schools to begin with? We can. Why haven't I built a school? Oh my lord, I am a derp. I was hanging around waiting for... I'm not going to build a school next week. And yet, it's like the only place I can. Ah, decisions. Decisions! I kind of want the school over there, but fine, I guess. Don't teach my mini Martians bad things, you. Or perhaps, wait, maybe we need to teach them the science of gambling and then send them back to Earth to make loads of money in Vegas, and then they can come back. Yes, marvelous. This is gonna be grand. We need to teach them all of the Martian tricks. We're gonna bring up an entire generation of card sharks. Right, I'm gonna need you to get out there and grab me some more metal, please. Not that we really need it, but I would approve if you brought it back. We haven't actually mined any metal yet, but we're very, very good at it.
Analysis tells us that we've found iridium-rich sulfides. That's a real rarity on Earth.
Mankind's ingenuity had found a myriad of applications for it, but we focused our plan on much simpler, more vital roles in our growing colony. RTGs, free energy for everyone, reduces the cost of physics texts by 10%. Marvelous. I approve. And we can bring our... No, we can't. Still 18 hours left. Much sad. How long is this going to take? We're only 56% of the way there. A little bit vexing, but... And they keep... you know what? Can I get you to load up these resources? And you, please. Just load the resources and then go drop them off. Yeah. This is what they'll do. This is why I was saying they're not automatic about it. They'll just dump it on the floor. Even though there's a perfectly usable... No, don't load it. I want you to unload it. A perfectly usable waste rock site nearby. It's kind of annoying. It's not so great. How are we doing? Stored oxygen? Yeah, we're fine. The stores are vast. And there we go. Wow, you can actually store enormous amounts. Which is just as well, because when they have to fill something in, they do tend to need to do a lot. Oh dear. We've only got 3 sols worth of oxygen. And our Moxie's down for another 6 hours. I'm gonna say, when that comes back online, build a new one. And then the next one we won't build a Moxie for it, because we will have plenty for them. But while all of that's going on, there is one thing that I desperately want to build. And that is actual concrete storage.
I left my home country when I was in my 20s. Coming to a new
Right
culture
there.
is quite a challenge. Over the years, I noticed how I absorbed parts of the American culture. The personality I have today is the result of that fusion.
I'll
I believe
transport
that I
all these metals
influenced
across.
America too. On a meta level,
Right.
the exact
Now that we've
same
got that, I'm going to
process
pull all of these down.
takes place right now on Mars.
I'm going to tell these to stop storing concrete.
Developing according to its varying culture. Next,
It'll take us a little while to empty them all, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right, there we go. Let's get you down. Repair crew has fixed our concrete extractor. Marvellous. Could you please... No, you're trying to load the resources. There we are. Can I set a dump route for the dozers, though? I don't believe so.
Colonists have arrived.
Move, interact, load resources. No, you can't do that. At least, if you can, I'm not aware of how. I'm afraid. I am too dumb. Right, in terms of what I would like you to teach... Survivor is useful, Compose is useful, Nerd is useful early on, but... Survivor, I'm going to go for Enthusiast instead of Survivor. Survivor is good, but I don't plan for you to to have to go without any oxygen. Also, children will learn all day and all night. Damn it. Gotta fill your brains with all of that knowledge. Fast as we can. There we go. That shouldn't take too long to fill up. Right, do we have any more things for you to explore? No. What I can do, though, is get all of these to be looked into. And on that note, you can drop off this metal. Actually, stop there. And instead, pick up 5 more electronics. Oops, that's good enough. Right. I'm going to want you to plonk down a couple of new sensor towers. Once again, we're going to drop them down in pairs. It's not strictly necessary, but I find it quite useful.
Sector scanned.
We don't realistically need that one there, but it will help over here. And then we'll have another 2 over here. And then possibly 1 just up there. There we are. And there we go. Let's get you over here so you can help out with that. 1 building not working. A Moxie. Ah, we need to provide a little bit of power for you. There we go. Excellent. You can tell them to load the waste rock in a radius, I think. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. Thanks, Voodoo. And, yeah, 2 science spots right there and 2 science spots there. I'm fairly certain if you get a big enough dome, you'd be able to hit both of those. So we've got 2 pretty good science dome locations. And let's get you back to Earth as quickly as we can. How are we doing over here? We will get to the terraforming in a little bit. In fact, we'll probably be making that a bit more of a focus shortly. Now, how are my farms doing? Soil quality is up to 70% now, which is wonderful. I'm going to switch this one over to potatoes, though. That will pull down the soil quality, so once that starts, I'm going to switch this to soybeans as well. That way we will still be increasing it by 10, but gathering a good chunk of food with each one. We don't need to restrict that, ideally. In fact, let's stop restricting any of the jobs. We should allow people to work wherever they can, whenever they can. There we are. How are things going down
Anomaly
here?
Found.
Not bad. We do still need some people. Really? Why? What? Okay, let's fix this. Accept colonists. No, I want to filter it. Spec buildings. Can I tell you to specifically only allow certain people to be in here? Can I get just... There used to be a way to do that. Can I get you specifically working in a location? Let's have a look. Change priority. Filter by traits. There we go. Specializations. I would specifically like botanists to work here. I would... well, scientists not, maybe? Apply. Also, I'm going to filter by age group. You are specifically allowed children here. But no youths. I think a school teaches youths. Oh no, it is children. Okay. In that case then, I'm not going to filter it at all. But I am going to tell Casanora no botanists should be working here. Or living here, rather. Everyone else can. But I want the botanists specifically to live in this dome. To speed up vegetation at 65%. You cannot. The Abrash Kempachi, when you've got the forestation towers, they stop spreading vegetation, increasing the vegetation percentage at 40%. It's all down to seeding vegetation and other events of that like from that point on. It does make things pretty slow, but there is nothing else you can do, I'm afraid. Much sad. Haha! I spotted you early this time, you scoundrel. And by spotted early, I mean I just happened to look that way. You have to go around it. I want you over there for a breakthrough. Ooh, yes. Always like to see breakthroughs. Go ahead. And you too. No, no. Stupid rover. My lord. Thank you. And crying on the inside. Yeah, I know, right? Took me a little while to work out that. And it was quite frustrating when I did, I'm not gonna lie. It was quite frustrating. Do we want an extra farm, perhaps?
Sector
Not
scan.
entirely certain. We could have the ranch off that building and just not allow any vegans to live there. That is definitely an option for us.
Funding received.
Rare metals, thank you. Let's get you over there as well. Do I want to bring back polymers? Probably, but first let me make sure I'm outsourcing. Now that I've just got a bunch of cash. There we go. Do I have much left over? Not really. I could bring back some more colonists. That might be worthwhile. I think there's a definite potential for that, yeah.
Breakthrough discovered.
This is Mars official radio with Penem as
Let's have a look.
Stay tuned, enjoy, take a
Yeah,
break,
sure. Let's pop down a mega complex.
Our
Superior
sound will go
cables.
down
Oh,
with an energy
fantastic.
bill.
Instant and free power cable construction. Power cables do not suffer from power faults. I actually really like those breakthroughs. If you can get that and pipes together, just pipe and cable everything. Yeah, we're going to bring another rocket over. Passenger rocket. Let's see what we've got. A couple of geologists this time. Few no specializations. Scientist. Medic, geologist. I mean, they also... we've got a couple of alcoholics there, though, but... That's not terrible, I don't think. Sure. Okay. Launch. I'm not going to build... Well, I could build a medical facility here, just to help out a little bit with potential births. But they can work over there. But if I build the medical facility in here, the requirement for having children will get a little bit easier. Birth threshold is 70 here. And we have got enough. Oh, I'd love a drink. Thank you. Can I have just some Dr. Pepper, please? Thank you. And over here, we've got a decent amount of comfort in there as well. Generally speaking, people are happy. Ish. As we get more Martian borns, that'll only get better.
Research complete.
There we go. Sustainable architecture. Marvellous. We're now working on low-G high-rises, which is something we could definitely want to look into. Machine parts factory would be good. But I kind of want the mechanical parts factory first. Pop that one in. I'm going to automate
Anomaly found.
this pad shortly. Both of you can come back now. Because I just want that one to just make me money for a little bit. Oh, thank you so much. Yoink. Let's bring all of this metal down. Oh, Casa, thank you. I just want to wait for a few seconds to say hi in a Daisy stream, and my ears just moaned happily from how pleasant sounding this stream is in by comparison.
Found.
I'm glad you think so. There we are. Good bunch of research there, and new technologies. Let's get over there. How are we doing with the exploration? We finished. Ah, fantastic. Super fantastic. Right, go ahead and unload. There we are, and unload you as well. We'll continue to move all this stuff down, but now we need to start digging away down over here. So let's get the passenger rocket here. You know what, as fun as it is to push myself and try out making it to the point where I can terraform without people and just not having people on the planet, I'll be honest, there's definitely a part of me that prefers to have colonists, because it just makes the game so much more interesting. Since, you know what, in Casanoras though, I was going to have this one specifically exclude vegans so I could build a ranch here, but actually, given it's Casas Dome, quirks. Vegans specifically should live here. Oops. Warning. New filters have not been applied. Apply the changes. And then over here, vegans should specifically not live there. Now, I know that's going to move some of my botanists away. I know. And it does suck. It really does. But they may still be able to work there. Because they can still travel for work. But that does mean that I can now try out.
Have arrived. Anomaly analyzed. Ooh. Anomaly found.
Okay, found a new one as well. New colonists, new texts are available for research.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Open research screen. Okay, interplanetary projects. We can now unlock the greenhouse gases and capture ice asteroids. That's actually really cool, but at the same time, can cause some problems. We're not going to jump on that one just yet. Not just yet. We have got low G engineering. Oh, there we are. Utility crops. Now, these ones are great. Let's grab that as soon as possible. Still haven't got that one yet. It'll take us a little while to get there, though. Right. Now, I would like you to be automated for a little bit. We have got plenty of rare metals. And not quite plenty of fuel, I'll be honest with you. That part we need to work on. There we go. Have we got any colonists? Unemployed, 1. Vacant residential slots, 1. Over here, unemployed, 4. Okay, so we need more work. Need more work. What can I do for you? I mean, an art store wouldn't be terrible. I could put a proper big space bar in Casanova. No, I couldn't, because I'd have to put it next to the school. I refuse. I'm going to say no. Put an art store in Cass's area. Yeah, sure. We'll pop down a little art store. I think that's lovely. We can't pop down spies just yet, though. Right, so, ranching. Want an outside ranch. An outside ranch would be quite cool, I think. And we could fit it over here. Now, it is going to necessitate people leave the dome in order to get there. And it would also be close enough to that dome to annoy people. So, I'm going to build it over here. And hopefully, in such a way that we can just hook up a pipe and a cable and we'll be sorted. There we are. And I'll just build a cable now, even though we're going to get super cables soon. Let's just build that. There we go. Let's get all of that on the go. Okay. Oh, Casa keeps forgetting that she's broken her toe. So it hurts. I've been knocking into things all day without thinking. Oh, I'm sorry, Cariad.
Sector scanned.
Well, as soon as that's all done over there, and I think it basically is. Good. Well, let's move you guys down here because I want a way down. Let's build this ramp now. Again, I'd rather... Bad placement, too long. When's it going to say too long? It's not. Very well.
This is the Mars official radio with me,
That's
Panam
going to
Askalin.
produce a decent
Daniel
amount.
has sent us a letter. I'll read it to you. Hello, Panam, and thank you so much for your show.
Actually,
I heard you talking
pop
about
it over
those
here.
unpredictable cravings you described. I've had similar experiences.
That will
Not
generate
food.
quite a lot of waste
No,
rock.
but I've noticed that my musical taste
There
has
we go.
transformed. On Earth, I used to listen to Bach almost exclusively.
Now from there, we
After I
should be
landed
able
on
to
Mars,
gather
my musical preferences
all
have
of the
slowly
waste rock that
gravitated
is
towards the
deposited
works
about
of
here.
Mozart and Haydn. Now I can't stand Baroque music at
I'll
all.
get you down there as well,
I have no
Talbot.
explanation for this
Perfect.
phenomenon. Take care,
There we are.
Daniel.
That should work very
That does
well.
sound like a similar experience. I'll have
Now,
to
let's have a look at this
investigate
ranch then.
In
So,
the
we're currently
meantime,
raising Mars goats. Workforce, no restrictions set. Workforce. Oh! Oh, really? Specialists not accepted. No restrictions. What do you mean specialists not accepted? Reject specialists. Why can't I tell you to specifically accept them? Oh, fine, whatever. So space goats, they drink a decent amount of water. Oxygen, how long? 6 sols and produce 90 food. Pretty good. Ostriches? Really? 8 sols for 150, 12 sols for 300 on a cow. 5 sols for 100 with a pig. Oh, we'll just work on goats. Can I just add more in? Goshen's! Aavak, that is perfect. I'll take care, Dutrius. Thanks for dropping by. It was really fun having you here, mate. More peeps moving in. But what specialization does a ranch use? Out of curiosity. Also, I want this Moxie to be upgraded. No sheep though, kinda sad. I'm not.
Sector
It would mean that
scanned.
we'd have to eat sheep. How terrible. I mean, we'd have to do it since we'd have no other option, but how terrible. Ah, no, run away! I refuse! Oh, my drones got bust up. Scallywags, you. You know what we could do, though? Go ahead and build metal storage, perhaps, somewhere around here. No. Let's build a rare metal storage somewhere around here, since this is basically where we gather the rare metals. That makes sense to me. We're gonna get rid of this. We're probably gonna build a rare metal storage right there. Yoink. The perfect spot. Now we're gonna stop accepting rare metals here. You think botany is the spec for the ranch, even though it doesn't make a lot of sense? No, it doesn't really.
Funding received.
But
Research complete.
I'll accept it. Right, there we go. Security officers and medics have plus 10. So that counteracts the alcoholic trait for my medics. My alcoholic medics are now just as good as regular medics. Only my regular medics are now better than regular medics. So I guess that doesn't work. Well, Hished. It's fine. We'll work with it. Now, what are we currently researching? Currently researching supportive community. Good. Ah, there we go. Behavioral shaping, that is what we need. There are no constraints on the human mind, no walls around the human spirit, no barriers to our progress, except those that we ourselves erect. Yes, that's what we want, because we can. I'm fairly certain that we can treat alcoholism with that one. I might be wrong, but I think we can. Right, finally, you are broken. Get out of here then. Go. Be gone. No more will I suffer your nonsense. Oh, that's actually a lie. You did a really good job. Thank you. Best concrete extractor ever. Best concrete extractor any Martian could ever hope for. You've served us well. We will mourn you. There we go. Let's get this filled in. We'll have to use waste rock to fill in that gap. That should be fine overall. Right, how are we doing?
Resources are low.
Right, please go and scan this for me. It's new technologies. What are we low on? Ooh, not good. No. Okay. Bring in a large supply pod, please. We are out of polymers completely. Wasn't paying attention to that. My bad. Okay. Alright, at this point I will sell food for polymers. Actually, you know what? Let me go and see if anyone wants it. You've not got enough food. You've got no food. How about you? You got 3 food. Contact. Initiate trade. We will send 50 in exchange for... No. Contact. Exchange tech. No, I don't. I guess I can't. I could offer resources just to improve things. What about you? Initiate trade. No. What about you? Appreciate offer, but we have no interest in trading. Oh, okay then, fine. Be like that then. I could send out my shuttle to get some more stuff there, perhaps, but we'll hold tight for now. We have got enough power that I could happily build another waste metal refiner. Rare metals refiner, rather. Just kind of sneak you in there, maybe? Sure.
Anomaly analyzed.
Yeah, I was trying to export to other colonies. I was looking to trade with the Indian colony, the Paradox colony, or the Church of the New York colony. No longer interested in offering that. That's fine.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.